Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here. Before I get into the video, let me remind you, if you like my content, please hit that like and subscribe button to help me with those analytics. And also, if you would like to see the content as I post it, hit the bell icon so you can be notified. And finally, if you feel the need to support me, hit me up on my Patreon at patreon.com/uncommonramen, capital U, capital R. I do all of this in my free time, so any amount of support can help me bring more of this content to you more often. Alright, today we are going to be taking a look at Dominaria United. It's the next set up. This is going to be the set that causes the rotation in Standard. Dominaria United is a really interesting set to me. We go back to Dominaria again, but most importantly, we go back to Phyrexian Invasion again. So the original time that Dominaria got invaded by Phyrexia was in the Invasion set. And Dominaria came together and was able to defeat Yawgmoth using the Legacy weapon. Now we are going to be facing the 5 Praetors. I think it's actually 4 because I don't think Urabrask wants to have anything to do with this. But you're going to be facing the 4 Praetors. Sheoldred being the one that comes in this box. And they're going to be invading again. Except this time they're taking it up a notch and they're invading multiple planes. Some things to note. We have a completed Ajani. He is Ajani Sleeper Agent. I don't know the full story behind that. We also have a functional reprint of Liliana. As well as some other pretty interesting cards, so we're just going to jump in. And I apologize, the first card you saw there, the Llanowar Loam Speaker, is the Buy a Box promo. Alright. I don't remember how many boosters are in this guy, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, there's a box topper too. I didn't know there was going to be a box topper as well, so that's very interesting. Alright. There we go. So we'll save the box topper for last. I don't know what it's supposed to be because, like I said, I didn't even know there was supposed to be a box topper. So, there's our box topper. Dominaria United box topper. Okay, so these are our booster packs. We're just going to pull these guys out. Set these aside. Before we jump in, things that I'm looking for, pretty much nothing. I like the set, and I think that it brings a lot of really good nostalgic memories back for me. I played very heavily during the Invasion block. Well, actually, I've been playing very heavily since Mirage, but this one really brings some nostalgia to me. But as far as cards that I really wanted to see and really want to have in my collection, I think the reprint of Liliana and the Ajani Sleeper Agent are really the only things. We are going to see stained glass window cards in here, and they're going to be really incredible to look at. The basic land cycle in here is also going to be stained glass. I don't know if there's one per pack, or if they're doing what they usually do, where they have a basic land in there, but there's a chance that it's stained glass. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so that is that. I'm not really looking for anything. I know that there's a lot of really good hits in here, but I just, you know, I chose not to go into this set with any real expectations. Alright, so we have our typical art card here. Flip that guy over. So here's a basic land. So, yeah, it looks like they're doing the same thing they've done before. They're being really stingy with these, so you're going to get this kind of basic land and the possibility of getting a stained glass land. We're not going to go too quickly through, or not going to spend too much time on the commons and uncommons, because really what we care about is... that was a 4th. Okay, we got Bortuk Bone Rattle in the showcase. And our rare is a Haughty Djinn. Haughty Djinn. Then we have a foil in here, Vine Shaper Prodigy. And then our token. You get some piles going here. Oops, that's not the right side. This is. Oh yeah, I forgot. List cards. That's a thing. Alright, well we got a list card here. There's also... So, I ordered a collector's booster box as well. It will come in the mail sometime after the 9th. Because there is a chance that you can pull in the collector's booster box cards from the original Legends set, the black bordered set. So that's pretty cool. Not that I'm personally not looking for anything that they decided to keep in there. They took out things like mana drains, and obviously the cards that they've chosen to ban because of racial context and whatnot. But aside from Sylvan Library, which I think they did pull out of that as well, there's not many things in Legends that I'm actually looking for. Alright, so another one of those lands. Now we have a tap land, and this one seems new. I don't remember if Tangled Islet is a reprint or not, but we're not, like I said, not going through these for the commons. We're just going to keep on moving on. Alright, our showcase here is Balmor, Battle Mage Captain. We have another showcase, Tori Davnant, Fury Rider. Then we have Rundvelt, Horde Master. Goblin Horde Master. Goblin Warrior. It's an anthem, so that's pretty cool. And then in our foil, we have a Toxic Abomination. And then our list card is Serendib Sorcerer. It is a rare. It's actually really interesting looking border. It is from the plane shift, so. Target creature other than Serendib Sorcerer is 0-2 until end of turn. Interesting. It's very cool. Just gonna keep on moving on. Another list card. Go figure. Alright. There's our art. So the Weatherlight, it gets completed here, and my guess is because they all were very aware that the Weatherlight was part of the destruction of Yawgmoth, so if you complete it before it has a chance to do so a second time, well, you might not have to worry about it. Although Karn is the living legacy at this point. Erte's Scorn, so Erte was brought back. We got ourselves Urg, Spawn of Turg. And Joda the Unifier. This one is up there in price. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but specifically the stained glass version of it is... It's up in price. So that's a nice hit. Next up we have Namada, Primeval Warden. So, Namada is cool to see again. Originally in the Invasion block, and was mono green at the time. So it's neat to see this. Then we have Argivian Phalanx in our foil, and then our list card is Perpetual Timepiece. Interesting. Actually, I'm pretty happy about that. I like Perpetual Timepiece. It's a very interesting card. And it's not so new that I would be upset about that. That cycled out some time ago. Another list card? That's 3 in a row. That's odd. I wonder if they increased the odds of that. So there we go. There's our first stained glass. We're 3 packs in, and our first stained glass basic land is right here. And honestly, I'm such a huge fan of these because they look incredible. But the problem is that they've made it impossible to just have a whole bunch of these unless you open tons and tons and tons of sealed product, or you buy the singles, and buying the singles is just too expensive. Alright, so our commons and uncommons. Alright, so we have Aaron Benali's Ruin. He was a vampire that was Very much like Krovax for the Weatherlight, except it looks like they might have completed him, which is so unfortunate. We have Yavimaya Coast. I forgot that they had reprinted the Painlands in this set. So, you know, I'm 50-50 on this. The Painlands aren't necessarily bad. They come into play untapped no matter what. But if you want to tap them for their colored mana, it costs... you lose 1 life. Right? And in Standard, that has never been a problem. Painlands have been in Standard for God knows how long. And even in Commander, that's not a big problem. But, you know, I feel like we're in Dominaria. We could have gone back to check lands. I don't know. I don't particularly care about the Painland, so it is what it is. Our foil in here is Soaring Drake. And then our list card, because we had yet another one, is an Ink... Oh, wow! Ink Eyes Servant of Oni. So, this is an interesting card to see in here. This, I think, is between, like, $20 and $30 right now. And it may have dropped just because of this, actually. This is a very expensive card right now, and I don't know why. Just probably because it doesn't have that many functional reprints. The most recent functional reprint, I think, was in a Secret Lair. But that, to me, is super cool. I'm super happy to get that. I need an extra one anyway, so boom. Yuriko, here I come. That is probably, aside from my Jet Medallion and my Vampiric Tutor list pulls, one of my best list pulls. How did I mess this up so bad? There. Alright, we're back to normal non-list packs here. Okay, so art, and then instead of a stained glass, we ended up getting a foil land, which I guess it is what it is. What is the name of that? Haunted Mire? Yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize the names of these tap lands. All right, we got ourselves Vohar Vidalian Desecrator. He is Phyrexian as well. Then we have Ellis Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. And then our rare is Vesuvan Duplimancy? Duplimancy. So, again, another card that was up there in price. I believe it's above $5. I can't be completely certain about that. Very cool card. So that's nice to see. I'm pretty happy about that. And then in our foil slot... Oops, that's not rares. We have Monstrous Warleech, which just looks horrible. And we have our Magic minigame. Got ourselves a token. Art card of Braids. Brought back. Okay. Just a regular basic land. Let's keep moving. Is that... It's a Phyrexianized Weatherlight, but it looks like the crew... I don't get it. I'm not sure what's going on. I didn't read the story. I feel kind of like a heel in that case. That's what Aaron looks like without the stained glass. And yeah, he is Phyrexianized. I should have looked at the creature type. Alright, so we got Zar Ojanin, Scion of Ifrava. And then we have Briar Hydra. Followed by, ooh, the World Spell. Mythic. So this one I don't know a lot about. Followed by our foil being Vihar Vidalian Desecrator. And then our token, which is a Sapperling for Namada. It's funny because what I've been seeing, so it looks like the Phyrexianized Weatherlight is still being run by the allies, which is great, but I could be wrong about that. I also saw some hints that despite the fact that our Ajani, by the way, Stained Glass Mountain, very nice, super pretty. Our favorite Ajani, who's a sleeper agent, appeared to be protecting a human, and I'm confused by that because if he's a sleeper agent, that means he's Phyrexian, right? So I'm not sure. The storyline confuses me a little bit. Alright, we have ourselves Baird, our Givian recruiter. He jumped from mono white to Boros colors, so very nice. Followed by Squee, Dubious Monarch. I'm super excited to see yet another printing of Squee. I don't really know why. I think that Squee has been around forever, and I don't know. I love this card. All right, next up in our foil slot, we have Deathbloom Gardener. And then our token was an insect. What kind of insect is that? That is just confusing. Yeah, so we're going to put that over here. So we have opened how many packs now? 5, 7, and gotten 2 stained glass lands. That's pretty bad. Alright, we got ourselves some commons and uncommons. One of the things I was super excited about is that Coalition emblem is being used again, and that was first from Invasion, so that's pretty cool. Rulik Mons, Warren Chief. Followed by Drag to the Bottom. And in our foil slot, Juniper Order Root Weaver. And then a token. Not even a token. Ugh. Man, they've been lacking on the tokens and the lands. They're just trying to stiff us every opportunity to get. All right, so there's our art card. We got ourselves a Stained Glass Plains, and again, it looks incredible. I just wish there was more of them. It used to be you'd get one of these per pack, and it would be really easy to put these in decks and stuff, but now they're just being stingy as crap about it. Not that they can benefit from the secondary market anyway. I don't understand it. All right, we have Legomos, Hand of Hatred. But he's not Phyrexian, so maybe he's on our side, right? Then we have Nail, Avizoa Aeronaut? Nail, Avizoa Aeronaut. Avizoa Aeronaut. And then our rare is Anointed Peacekeeper. And our foil is Writhing Necromass. That's kind of gross. Another minigame. Yay, a token. We got 3 list cards like right early in the box, so it's kind of crazy. And they were right next to each other. Oh, that was signed. Very nice. So we got ourselves a foil island, this time with the stained glass. So we have one of each so far except for Swamp. All right, we got Garna, Bloodfist of Keld. Bloodfist of Keld. We have Queen Elinal of Raudak. Sure. Braids, Risen Nightmare. This one's up there in price too. Again, I don't know how these prices are gonna stabilize or if they're, you know, sitting at what they're gonna be at. But this guy, this one's up there in price right now. Everyone's really excited for Braids, so I guess I'm excited too. All right, next up we have Aether Channeler. And then in our foil slot, we got ourselves a Hexbane Tortoise. That is pretty neat, not gonna lie. Soldier. All right, we are 1 stack down. Okay, we have ourselves the Liliana full art. island. They have a new printing of Zur the Enchanter in here. Not as the Enchanter, but as the Constant Meddler or something like that. We got Raph, Weatherlight Stalwart. Followed by Sten, Paranoid Partisan. And then in our foil slot, we got Rulik Mons, Warren Chief. And a token of a bird. Very, very ugly looking bird. List card. It's nice that we're out of that double-sided thing so that we can actually see that list cards are coming up and not those obnoxious cards that you have to write on. That's what Erte looks like now. Looks pretty significantly different from the way he looked in Invasion. And obviously significantly different before he got Phyrexianized. He didn't get completed because that was... the completion thing happened after Yawgmoth. So I don't know if by resurrecting him they completed him or how that works out. But Erte was definitely a force to be reckoned with. Although he was unjustly mad. But you know how it goes. We got Rada, Coalition Warlord. Another printing of Rada. Followed by Herd Migration. Very nice. In our foil slot, we have Radiant Grove. And then our list slot, we have Teremco Griffin. What an old card. Wow. Banding and flying, guys. Banding. I remember this guy. I used to have them. Since lost track of those. I don't know if they're in my collection or where I put them, but... Alright. Pretty cool art. I like the stained glass look, not gonna lie. I think it really looks cool. Alright, we have a Najal, the Storm Runner. Followed by Thran Portal. Thran Portal is interesting to me. When it enters the battlefield, it enters tapped, unless you control 2 or fewer lands, so it's a fast land. As Thran Portal enters the battlefield, choose a basic land type. Thran Portal is the chosen type in addition to its other types. Mana abilities of Thran Portal cost an additional 1 life to activate. Somebody has to explain to me down in the comments why that's good. This had, I don't remember if it was expensive, but it had an interesting price tag for what it is. And in our foil, we have Coalition Sky Knight. And our token of a soldier. I'm not saying the Thran Portal's not good. Oh, we got a list card. I just don't understand why I just wouldn't run a basic land instead. There's got to be a reason that I'm not seeing, guys. And that's not unusual. We got ourselves a list card in this pack. Alright, we got Tatiova, Steward of the Tides. Tatiova. New printing of her. A Karplusan Forest in full art. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good old red-green Painland. We also have the Raven Man. This guy's up in price too. I don't remember exactly. I'm sure that it's one of the showcase or foil or something like that that's up in price. But yeah, he's up there in price right now. Then in our foil slot, we got Joint Exploration. And our list card is Chain of Smog. Chain of Smog. Very cool. So this is Zur. What was it? Zur Eternal Schemer is what it was. So So we have a new version of Zur. Right, we got Rona, Shieldred's Faithful. Now, if I remember correctly, based on the storyline, Shieldred was actually a priest of Gix. And then when Gix failed at what he was doing, my guess is she then moved to Shieldred on Mirrodin after the destruction of Phyrexia. Next up, we have Shadowright Priest. Cool art. Then our foil, we have Braids' Frightful Return. I like the art. I'm really digging the art on this one. Very cool. And then we have our non-token. I have 4 stained glass window lands right now. That's horrible. Very sad, if you'll ask me. Alright, there we go. If you complain, they will come. We got ourselves an island. Very nice looking. This is what the new Phyrexian evolutions look like. They look very human. What is that? Benelish Sleeper. That's bad. Alright, we got Bortuk, Bone Rattle. Followed by Urza Assembles the Titans. The past. When he had to fight Phyrexia in the first invasion. Then in our foil we have Griffin Protector. And yeah, this is not a... Cool. I'm telling you, skimping out on the tokens, skimping out on the lands. Soon they're going to drop the number of cards that are in a pack to like 7 or something, and maybe not guarantee rares anymore. That will be the day. I remember playing a TCG that did that. I think it was Star Wars TCG, not CCG, the TCG where you rolled dice. There were certain packs you could buy, and you weren't guaranteed a rare. Tori Avnet, Fury Rider. Followed by Namada, Primeval Warden. Those are rare. That's not bad. Very nice looking art. His saprolings have changed. In the original invasion, the saprolings looked more like slugs with really big jaws, and now they kind of look like fungus, like thalids. We got Sphinx of Clear Skies. This guy is up there in price too, but I think it's because of the showcase and foils and whatnot. I don't know what the current price for this printing is. Next up we have Haunting Figment. And then our non-token. Go figure. How many we have 5, so we have a total of possibly 1 to 2 more list cards floating around in here. But again, that ink eye was probably the heat that I was going to pull from that list slot right there. Alright, we have ourselves a mountain foil in the stained glass, and again, you can just see how incredible it looks. So it's really upsetting how few of them you get. Phyrexian Rager reprint, not bad. Balmor, Battle Mage Captain. Followed by Aster, Bearer of Blades. Aster, Bearer of Blades. And then in the foil slot we have Maria's Outrider. And we actually got a token. Neat. An Ornithopter. Not a Thopter, an Ornithopter. It's a 0-2 instead of a 0-1. Turns out the Thopters were all just missing the Orn. Phyrexian. Alright, alright. I see that token. Another signed one. Very cool. Another basic land of no consequence. Alright, we got Tura Kennerud Sky Knight. Tura Kennerud Sky Knight. Followed by Threats Undetected. Very cool. And our foil is a foil showcase, Lagomos, Hand of Hatred. That's nice. And then we have a Phyrexian token right here. I can't tell. You know, honestly, I like the Phyrexians. They're definitely, to me, much more interesting than the Eldrazi. But as far as, like, favorite villains, you know, Yawgmoth is up there for sure. But since he's not there anymore, you know, the current Council of Five, not really my favorite. So I don't know, maybe Nicol Bolas takes the cake. So here's the Stained Glass Swamp, finally. Yeah, I don't know. Nicol Bolas is up there for me. And I definitely, absolutely 100% favorite was Yawgmoth. But, you know, he's not alive anymore, so... Urg, Spawn of Turg. Followed by Sten Paranoid Partisan in its showcase stained glass version. Very, very cool. Followed by Silverback Elder. A mythic. And really cool. 5 for a 5/7. Destroy target artifact. Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one. That's really good. That's actually really good. Followed by Territorial Marrow. And our token. Which is a neat looking goblin. So yeah, I don't know. Big fan of Yawgmoth. Huge fan of Yawgmoth. That was, to me, super good. So we got ourselves a list card here. Phyrexians could never be the same, in my opinion, without Yawgmoth. But they're going to try. Alright, so there are our art card and our Stained Glass Forest. Again, we have a list card in this pack. Got Ellis Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. Followed by Aaron, Benalia's Ruin. Baird, Argivian Recruiter. Got 3 nice little uncommon showcase there. Keldon, Flame Sage. Followed by a foil Gaia's Might. And then in our list slot, we have Reality Hemorrhage. Oh, that's rough. I feel bad for that guy. 2 damage to target creature or player. For 2. I mean, it's not shock. Okay, that is probably going to be the last list card. That it's not guaranteed, but usually it's around 6, maybe 7 if you're lucky. Alright, so there's our art card and our foil planes. Crystal Grotto? That's pretty cool. It's got a filter. Relic of Legends. The good old coalition symbol there. Zar Ojanin, scion of Ifrava. Followed by Vohar, Vidalian Desecrator, and our rare for this one is Silver Scrutiny. I don't remember if this one was a good price or not. And our foil is a Mesa Cavalier. I don't like getting prices before the actual release because they're usually relatively bloated at this point still. Until people start receiving their product and we start seeing, you know, what actually is short printed in these sets. The prices tend to be a little over the top, especially for, you know, sought after planeswalkers and Phyrexians and stuff like that. So we shall see. Lagomos, Hand of Hatred. I mean, we all remember that the, oh, there you go, Shivan Reef. Painland, blue-red. And then in our foil, Najal, the Storm Runner. Yeah, we all remember that the new printing of Boseiju was sitting at like $40, $50, and it dropped down to like 20, so... Depending on the printing, but yeah, it definitely dropped in price. So that's almost an inevitability with all sets. Our art card followed by a mountain. Impulse. Very nice. Alright, we got Tatiova Steward. That is funny. So, right back to back, Tatiova Steward of the Tides. One of them in their stained glass version. Followed by a Braids Arisen Nightmare. Two of them in the same box. Not bad. Like I said, it's commanding a price. I don't know what it is now, but it was looking good for a while there. Phyrexian Rager. This is a reprint. And then our token is a Goblin. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs. 6 packs left. And I guess, like I said, I didn't go in here with any expectations. I still am pretty happy about what I pulled here, especially in the list slot. We got ourselves yet another list card here, so that will likely be the very last one. There's Danitha and Rada fighting together. All right. Wooded Ridgeline. I recognize that one. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm thinking Wooded Foothills. Alright, we got Rada, Coalition Warlord. That is not where those belong. Messed up, guys. Okay, followed by Temporary Lockdown. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Oh, right. Right, because the Phyrexians did a good job of hiding themselves. We have ourselves a foil Rada Coalition Warlord. And our list is a Graceful Antelope. Graceful Antelope. It has Planeswalk. It is one of the few creatures in existence that has Planeswalk. Very cool. It's a rare. From Odyssey. Rare from Odyssey. Graceful Antelope. What an interesting card. We're just not pulling any of these stained glass lands. They're just not a thing. Not a thing. Alright, Nail. Avizoa Aeronaut. Followed by a full art Shivan Reef. I do have to say, this art is fantastic. I love the art on this card. If I had to pick a pain land for full art, this would be the one. So freaking cool. Alright, next up we have Dallian Hex Catcher. Dallian Hex Catcher. Followed by Tolarian Terror. And, oh man. They're up in the trash in here a lot. Can't we just go back to a token a pack? Can't we just have lands? Why can't we be friends? Alright, we got an island, which actually is pretty cool looking, but basic nonetheless. Rulik Mons, Warren Chief. Followed by Queen Elenal of Rudak. And our rare here is going to be Rivaz of the Claw. Rivaz of the Claw. Viashino Warlock. Very cool. In our foil slot, we got ourselves a Prayer of Binding. And a Stang Twin. I don't know what that means. Is he Phyrexian? No, he's a human warrior. Huh. See, no token. Rough. Do we get a stained glass land? No, of course not. Is that the pieces of the Weatherlight? Alright. 2 more packs after this one, and we're under 45 so far. Najal, Stormrunner. Followed by Garna, Bloodfist of Keld. Followed by Defiler of Flesh. The Defilers are all pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I think the white Defiler is the more expensive one, however. Followed by a contaminated aquifer. Aquifer. I can talk, I promise. Alright, these are the last 2 packs. There's another list card. I'll be darned. I'll be danged. No stained glass windowland. Because, you know, that would be too cool to hand out that many. Okay, so that part disappoints me a little bit. Raph, Weatherlight Stalwart. Followed by Tori D'Avenant, Fury Rider. We got another Carplucin Forest. We got ourselves an Eerie Soul Tender as a foil. And then our list in this one is Cavern Harpy from Plane Shift. Cavern Harpy. I remember that guy. I think the Fleetfoot Panther definitely stole the thunder on that ability, though. All right. Stained glass window? No, that's terribly sad. Terribly sad. All right, we got Bortuk, Bone Rattle. Got 3 of those in this box. Followed by Sarah Redeemer. Sarah Redeemer. Very, very cool. Karn Silex. That's got a price on it. At least 5, I think. Maybe? Nah, I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't matter. And we got ourselves a... is it foil? Yeah, foil showcase Ravaz of the Claw. And a token. So that's cool. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay. It's getting up there. Used to be you get about an average of 40 in a set booster box, so I'm actually pretty excited that this one was pretty close to that. We got some pretty neat stuff in here. I'm loving that the Painlands got reprinted despite the fact that, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of them. They were some of my earliest dual lands, though. I never got a hold of any of the originals. I did. I had the red-green. I had 4 of the red-green one, and I sold them. But, you know, Braids, that one's good. Squee, because it's funny. Yeah, I'd say all in all, pretty good. I gotta tell you, though, this list pull was definitely where it's at, though. Ink Eyes, Servant of Oni. So good. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This was an unusually high-yielding list slot here because, like I said, usually you get about 6. So, very cool. Not too bad. This is where I'm disappointed. This is all of the stained glass window lands. I got 8 stained glass windows, and I believe 30 packs, 36 packs, 8 stained glass window lands. This is disappointing. Wizards, seriously, you have to freaking stop putting such a throttle on these. Anyway, guys, that is it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, but keep it positive. I will be removing any negative comments, and until next time, guys, peace. Haha, just kidding. I forgot about Box Topper. So, here we go. Box Topper. Yeah, can't forget about this guy. These ones are usually stuck on here pretty good, so I got to figure out a way to get this off of here without completely maiming the card in the process. There we go. There we go. It's still intact. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be seeing in these, so, I mean, I guess we just open up and find out. I hate how easy it is to open the other ones, but these ones are so much harder to open. Come on, I don't want to destroy the card. Really? Really? Okay, I'm gonna get a knife. Alright, I've retrieved the knife. Now I gotta shift the card to the bottom so we don't destroy it. And then we gotta open the pack. There we go. Haha! You can't win me against me this time. Ah! Okay, cool. Fell face down so I didn't spoil it for myself. Alright. What have we got here? We have ourselves a Torsten, founder of Dominaria. This is a commander, rare. Mythic, no less. Is he part of the commander decks? Who knows? Anyway, that's it, guys. Sorry about that. I totally forgot about the box stopper. So that is it. I'm going to repeat myself on this one. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. Keep it positive. I will be removing any negative comments. And until next time, guys, peace.